As we currently mentioned, not a lot of trust in these receivers. Tom Brady trusts Julian Edelman. Practice this week, but he might not be 100%. He's going to bring it out as he always does.
It'll be interesting to watch, Peter, as Edelman continues to be that most important target. Both teams in the playoffs with one spot left. How odd is it that the AFC East is the only division that is not locked down in the AFC and the last one to happen?
I get the link.
45, Bill Belichick, his 45th season as an NFL head coach.
That was clowning.
In Orchard Park at New Hero Field, it was
33? Ooh, it's a little chilly.
1-10. The Bills have won the toss. They defer to the second half, so the Patriots took this
Share.
game. Brandon Bolden Steakhouse got set. And off we go with a big one. With playoff teams in the AFC. From the goal line, Bolden will bring it back. Working across the 15, gets the 20 brought down.
I've always been so anticipated just for this rematch because I saw the first one, I knew it was close.
Yeah.
But this, now it's for the division.
Numbers against any team in NFL history against these Bills. 31-3. Curtin's usually been done with big passing days. If they're going to make it 32-3 for Brady, it'll be done in a different way today.
Well, he talked about it. Relegated himself to say, hey, I've got to manage games. It's not about scoring 40 points with this offense this year.
They're loud.
In the game to start.
Hey.
He drives to the 21. The first carry is Michelle. Across that line for about 3 to the 24-yard line. So the last 4 games, it's been just over 50% incompletion. So those easy access throws that we've become accustomed to.
I think I have someone in this game as well.
We talk a lot about trust.
Well, I got Nick Folk.
Where your guys are going to be and being there at the right time. And up to this point, Tom Brady just doesn't have that. You're seeing him throw the ball away. Give up on plays earlier as he develops some time now. He's out on the outside.
There's Burkhead more in the lineup with James White. Those backs here today. Burkhead will take it out to the 28-yard line. On a real third down against this outstanding Buffalo defense that really kept the Patriots in check, even when they were healthy in week 4.
I'm just posting it now.
Defense does is they don't give you big plays. They don't make big mistakes. They make you earn everything you're going to get. So it's going to be a great matchup with the lack of continuity with the Patriots offense and this stingy, not giving up big plays, much difference.
Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier on the Bills side.
3.
Nice pass. That injury is going to be a key thing to watch for in this game.
Last weekend, definitely. Injured. Hey, what's up, guys?
Most career receptions from Tom Brady. That's incredible.
Are any of you guys watching the Patriots-Bills game right now?
Oh, that's a nice screenplay.
Oh, fumble. Burkhead fumble.
I see. I kind of knew that was coming too. Oh,
Wow. Wow.
You see, I knew, Rex Burkhead has had so many problems with holding the ball this year.
No, he's going to be in the doghouse now with Belichick there.
Especially coming from behind.
Yeah. What's up, guys? If you guys are watching, if you guys have any comments or questions, you guys can drop them below. And we'll get to all your guys' questions.
Great awareness by Micah Hyde, though. I mean,
yeah.
So I was pretty stalled. Was it first and 10, 31? New England 31 for the Bills.
Singletary. It's still going 5 yards.
So would Buffalo have to win out And the Patriots lose one?
Patriots will have to lose to Miami.
Which is not going to happen.
Probably not. Because if the Bills win this game, they'd be tied 1-1 head-to-head, but I think the Patriots have a better division record, so...
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yeah.
So the Bills aren't going to win the division, but if they win this game...
Be a lot of momentum going into... Yeah, 3rd and 1 for Buffalo.
They would be tied if Buffalo wins this game in the division.
Yeah, they'd be tied, but the Patriots have a tiebreaker based off.
Yeah, they do have a tiebreaker.
Very close to the 20-yard line. Very similar to you, 103 rushes now this season for Josh Allen. Maybe 103 rushes was several weeks.
How about that Eagles game? Who do you think is going to win the Eagles game?
I think Dallas is going to win.
I think the Eagles are going to win.
Yeah, I just know. With all the injuries they have, I just don't know. That's the only thing.
Maybe it's just because I kind of want the Eagles to win and the Cowboys to lose because I hate the Cowboys. But oh, trick play. John Brown.
3 yards.
2nd and 7 from the 17.
John Brown, number 1 receiver, over 1,000 yards this season involved in the running game for the 2nd time this year.
You'll notice that Gilmore is on him right here. He's going man-to-man coverage, so he chases it all the way across the field and ends up making a tackle on the other side.
If you guys have any questions, you can drop them below and we'll get to them in between plays.
Savon Gilmore can run. They're just doing fake sweeps.
Yeah.
That's really what they're doing.
What's up, Kevin? Pick one. Singletary, Mostert, Hilton, Tate. Well, Singletary's playing right now, so I'm assuming you didn't start him. So if you didn't start Singletary, I'd ride the high hand with Mostert. He's had a touchdown in 4 straight games, and he's clearly been the lead back in San Francisco. Hilton, I still worry about the injury. And then Tate. Tate's a safe play, but I think the upside Mostert offers more than Tate.
I'll say the same thing pretty much. I mean, they're playing a Rams defense that is kind of shaky when it comes to the run sometimes. Josh Allen end zone, overthrow Dawson Knox, but looks like they're going to bring Stephen Hushka, but I'll say Mostert as well. Shots on his first throw on the game. That was really tight man-to-man cover right there. Now this is not a chip shot. It's 35-yarder on the left hash for Stephen Hauschka. But he mails it through, gives Buffalo a 3-0 lead in the first quarter after a fumble by Rex Burkhead, recovered by Micah Hyde. 3-0, 9:14 left in the first.
So what's the deal with that? So the safer you draw, the more money you save. But I bet I'm going to stay from because Aaron doesn't know how to play it safe. Don't mess with my discount. What am I on?
Get a discount up to 30% with Drive Safe and Save from State Farm.
If you guys have any questions or comments, you can feel free to drop them below and we'll get to them.
Your holidays full of flight, and all your dreams take flight. At least the Jeep. Me too. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I'll see you there. Just okay? Not okay.
Find everything you need to get together this holiday with low prices and free shipping on millions of items at Amazon.
Damn, that shit looks good. See the bowl games. 34-11, 16-7, and ooh, it's SMU games tied. Let's go Mustangs, huh?
This NFL Network special is brought to you by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. And by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
I think we got a question.
Thanks. Probably going to start Mosher, but Hilton at home is always good, but Hilton's risky because of Brissett. Yeah, Brissett's been really shaky last couple of weeks, and Hilton re-aggravating his injury concerns me too. Frank Reich said that Hilton's going to see more snaps this week after not suffering a setback last week, but I don't know, I still have trouble trusting Hilton with the risk of the injury.
Who's Indy played it this week?
They play Carolina. It's a good matchup. Carolina's been just that if we knew he was fully healthy, I would.
Yeah,
say
he's not 100%. I know. He's better. He's definitely a lot better at 100% than he is right now.
Buffalo fans are glad the 2020s are over. The 2000s and 2010s have been all Patriots. Different kind of domination, but Kurt Huffing of Western New York on Wednesday, you can sense the loyal Bills fans feel like maybe this is the year they get the Patriots. Maybe this dominance of this division is about to come to an end. It's up 10 here.
Yeah, okay, after this play. You learn so much about football. Did you just... Yeah, Kevin, I've been watching for probably like 10 years now, so just over the years, and I've been playing fantasy for like... When did our league start? We've been for like 8 or 9 years probably.
I want to say almost 10. What is it? This is 2000.
Yeah, and we've been in the league together for like probably 9 or 10 years, so it's just kind of... just over the years, just gaining information basically.
Yeah, 5th grade. What, 9, 10 years?
Yeah. What's up? I have to overcome. Yeah, definitely. Watson Hopkins did not come through for people in the championship this week. This is not a good week for them to falter.
The whole Texans offense just looked really sloppy.
Yeah.
That whole game was just very sloppy. So if you had anyone, I mean, Perriman had a good game, but pretty much if you had anyone on the Bucks or the Texans, I'm sorry, but
yeah, Perriman was the only one that showed up early.
Yeah, Perriman had a nice 102-yard game, 7 receptions.
Yeah. Burkhead's still in. I thought they had bench him after that fumble.
I think Belichick just trusts him enough.
Yeah.
It was one little fumble. It was their first fumble on opening drive of the season, but.
Just gets down the field, walk too far, he's running that thing breaker, and they see the contact. Won't be able to.
Thank you, Miss My City, for subscribing. I picked up Fuller but didn't play him. Probably the first year in over 10 years I can say New England is definitely going to the Super Bowl. Or can't say. Yeah, definitely. This year's one of the... Yeah, it's definitely Normally, the Patriots are a clear favorite going to the playoffs, but this year, it's pretty much wide open in both conferences this year.
To add on to that, there isn't really like a huge favorite because it's just so anything can happen. We've seen crazy games, we've seen close games. Like the Patriots have 3 losses, and they're at the 2nd seed. They can still lose the division. Like that's how crazy it is. The Patriots have 11 wins, and they can still lose the division.
Even if the Patriots win the division, if they lose this game, they can still win the division if they beat Miami. But if they lose this game and the Chiefs win out the next 2 games, then the Patriots have the 3 seed. So they wouldn't even have a bye, which would be really weird to see them play on Wild Card Weekend. But
so I would say pretty much the favorite would be
you have to say Baltimore right now.
Baltimore, and then after the performance, I'd say the Saints. After the performance on Monday night, I'd say those two out of.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, they put up a good. Their defense looked great. Offense, you're facing the Colts, who were good, but now have fallen off.
They started off 5-2. Now they're 6-8.
Yes. But also you can't count out the Seahawks. That was my one prediction I got right. Can't count out the Seahawks. They're a good team this year.
Yeah. Obviously, the 49ers, you can't count out.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't count out. But I still count them out because I just don't believe in that offense. I don't know. I believe in the run game, but I don't believe in Jimmy, porn star Jimmy. I don't believe in him.
The Saints game didn't give you belief.
No. A lucky play off of a 4th and 2 slant route to Gorge Kill. That was an entertaining game. That was the most entertaining game I've ever watched. But Saints should have won that game. Their defense was struggling then. Plus, they didn't have Kiko Alonso. So, if they would have had Kiko Alonso, I definitely think that the Saints would have won that game for sure. So, but right now, I would say Ravens Saints would be a good Super Bowl. Say the old school versus the new school. Patriots driving right now.
Just inside the 20, it looks like.
So they got the groove back.
Yeah.
Are they in the red zone?
Just outside, I think.
Yeah, they're just right outside. 22.
Prediction for Vikings-Packers game? It should be a really good game Monday night. I think the loss of Dalvin Cook's going to hurt the Vikings a lot, though I do think that Mike Boone fills in well for him. But I think Cousins is over 8 in his career Monday night. I have the Packers. I think it should be close, but I have the Packers winning it.
It's going to be a close game. Just because, Aaron Rodgers shines in prime time.
This year, though,
but this year he hasn't lived up to
But
that
Aaron
name.
Jones has really stepped up this year.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main reason for how well they're doing on offense, just because of Aaron Jones. Also, the loss of Dalvin Cook's going to be bad, and Kirk Cousins, as you said, is not that good on Monday night. I think it's going to be like a field goal or maybe one possession game for sure. But I think the Packers are going to win the division in Minnesota on Monday night. It's going to be a close game, though.
I picked up Boone 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think Boone could be a league winner this week, assuming, although they listed Cook out, but they listed Madison questionable. I heard Madison has a high ankle sprain, so I'd be shocked if he plays through that, but that's the...
From what I'm seeing, I also agree with you. I don't think Madison's going to play either, so...
I wish they could just rule him out, though, because, be sure.
Yeah, but it's the curse of the Monday night games, though. You don't really know until the last second. 3rd and 2 for the Patriots at the 18, complete to
first and goal.
Is that
Benjamin
Watson for a first down?
First and goal at 7 or 6 or 7.
At the 6, so they're driving.
Are you all in on Jackson, the top quarterback, or third chance he's another RG3? No, I think Jackson's different. I think just the way he plays, just the way Jackson plays, he's obviously runs a lot, but he's smart, and when he needs to like get out of bounds or dive instead of taking hard hits. I haven't seen him take too many hard hits all year. So I think Jackson's different
Adding
than
on to
RG3.
that, the reason RG3 was such had high hopes and then it fell off was because he would take those hard hits and it would turn into knees or shoulders or whatever it would be. While Lamar Jackson, he knows basically how to set himself up for success for the long run.
Touchdown, Matt Lacoste.
It's like the Gronkowski fill-in for the season. Got a touchdown. Patriots now up 6-3 with 1:50 left in the first. Nice fade post corner route for Kloss, from Brady.
Cook is officially ruled out. Yeah, Cook's out. It's Madison that's still questionable. But I'd be shocked if Madison plays.
See, that is the Gronkowski route. That is the Gronkowski route to a T right there. McFolk on the kick, and that is through the uprights. 7-3, New England, near the end of the first. That's a nice 7-minute drive for New England right there.
That sounds good.
Nice long drive, get up the field, work your way up.
Yeah.
You understand?
I'll be right back.
Yes, I can understand.
Do you need anything?
If you want.
Yeah, I can answer.
I'm listening.
Got you.
You guys get roller skater ice skate?
All right, we'll be right back, guys. But if you have any questions, still, you can ask me. Or if you just want to talk, it's fine as well. I'm a nice guy, so. Any college football fans out there? Or? Liberty's up 23-7.
SMU game.
And now SMU's down too.
Anybody do college ball mania this year?
It's got a 1-yard rushing touchdown.
NFL, NBA, and boxing. Who's your NBA team?
Welcome to a 6-week journey revealing the NFL 100 all-time team. 100 unbelievable players are going to be on this board. The best of the best.
Celtics look really good this year so far.
He's got to be on that board.
Celtics are a very good team.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about the Bucks and the Sixers. I was low-key excited for the Celtics just because of how Kemba can really glue a team together.
Yeah.
And with the addition of Cancer, they're looking pretty good right now. But we'll see how that does in the postseason.
Giants and so you're a Boston and New York fan?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
How does that work?
I'm so sorry, man. I am so sorry.
Are you from Boston or New York originally?
What a rivalry. Nick Folk kicks it back, and it's going to be a touchback for the Bills, so they're starting at the 25.
Is there a downside to fantasy football going this late? I used to always worry about load management on players. I mean, that's why I don't think any leagues should go to week 17. That's when teams actually rest players. But normally, I wouldn't worry about week 16. Week 16 is the normal, like, for championship because teams don't rest players 2 weeks in a row to end the season. Especially because there'll be refs to go into the playoffs. Like, so week 17 is the only week I'd be worried about.
And also, to add on to that, week 16 is usually when teams are trying to, like, clinch the division home field advantage, playoff spots, and stuff like that. So obviously they're gonna want their best players out on the field. So I don't really worry about load management. Next week
I'd be worried.
Definitely, if you go to week 17, I would definitely be worried. Like,
but week 16 is the normal for championship.
Like for teams like the Ravens, and like if you play like a really bad team in your week 17, then you're really not gonna start your main players.
Yeah.
But for like the Seahawks who play the Niners next week, they're definitely gonna be starting all of their top players.
Yeah.
So it kind of just depends on the matchups as well. Singletary up the middle, and looks like he's going to get the first down off a late push by the offensive line.
And you also see teams, not only playoff teams, but also teams who are playing for nothing, sometimes rest players too. So it's just a complete mess. They just mess everything up if your league goes to week 17. Basically.
Another game of the week. Bengals Dolphins. 1-13 versus 3-11. No disrespect to any Bengals or Dolphins fan though. I'm just saying.
Hey, don't doubt that could be some good fantasy though with Mixon and Parker and
for sure.
Fitzpatrick
gonna have a great game.
Good. Tyler Boyd.
Allen deep pass, and that's the Cole Beasley.
First down.
And that's gonna be a first down. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Bills are trying to get something. I think they're almost or are in Patriot territory. Nice toe tap from Beasley. Oh, they're a little bit into Patriot territory at the 48. And it looks like they may just run the end of the quarter out, or if they're trying to get one more playoff. And they're gonna get one more playoff. They're getting up to Singletary. Pass to incomplete. And that's going to end the first quarter. 7-3. Patriot leading at home.
What's up, Marcus? You trust Raheem Mostert tonight? I mean, there's always a risk that comes with 49ers running backs just because of how Kyle Shanahan runs his backfield. But Mostert has a rushing touchdown in 4 straight games now, and he's been the clear guy, especially in the red zone the last month for the 49ers. So Mostert's a solid RB2 for me tonight. Just based off his usage the last month or so in his backfield. Coleman had one big run last week, but other than that, and I think Breda fumbled twice last week, so it's definitely leaning more towards Mostert as the 1A right down that backfield based on just how he's been used and how he's been able to efficiently use his touches that he's seen.
Introducing a razor that works different. The Gillette Skin Guard has a guard between the blades that helps
protect change this quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, they're in the red zone. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, Mustangs. Come on, break it first. Oh. Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah, I don't trust him. No.
I don't trust that.
Yeah. What about Mike Boone? How do you feel about him? So Dalvin Cook was ruled out already, and Madison was ruled questionable. Assuming Madison is out, I think Boone could be a league winner for the people who start him this week in a championship. He should be the feature back, assuming Madison's out. He rushed for 50 yards and 2 touchdowns in a half last week. And the Packers' biggest weakness on defense is against the run. So,
if Madison's out, I would definitely go with Boone as well. Boone, he did that against
the only issue is that Mostert plays tonight, and the Vikings play on Monday. And Madison, we don't know for sure if he's out or not. But
exactly.
That's the risk. Yeah.
It's the risk you take.
So Mostert's safer just because we know he's going to see the workload.
And they're playing the Rams, who literally the Rams defense allowed 200 plus rushing yards. Yeah, and Pollard. Yeah, who both had 100-yard rushing games. So
we're both originally from Seattle, or from the Seattle area, a little bit outside of Seattle. It is pouring down rain right now.
For 3 days.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Oh my gosh. I have money on you.
Yeah, things starting to see. Yeah, I like Elliott, Mostert, and Boone this week. I like all three of them this week, assuming Madison is out.
I think the game might be back.
Yeah.
For an 11th consecutive year, if they win here tonight.
Second down for the third and 8 for the Bills. Looks like they're at the 47, in Patriot territory. Shotgun formation. Pass to Beasley, and that was not even close.
Beasley wasn't even looking at it.
Beasley was not looking at it. It was just miscommunication.
He was getting pressure, it looked like. If Boone doesn't start, would you recommend Gallup or Boyd? I think Boyd is your safer play. I'd lean towards Gallup, but Dak Prescott's dealing with a finger injury, so that's the only concern for me. Shoulder injury. So I'd lean towards Gallup. I think Boyd's a little safer.
So it looks like they're going to punt the ball. Mohamed Sanu is back for the Patriots here for 4th and 8. They're punting from Patriot 46. High kick, almost blocked. And that's going to land right inside the 1. What a punt. What a punt by the Bills to land right inside the 1 yard line for the Patriots.
Did you ever rank Gallup or Cooper? Normally went Cooper, but Gallup maybe twice. This week, I think Ronald Darby will be on them. The Eagles secondary is so bad that I think Cooper and Gallup can both have big games, but I'd stick with your stud in Cooper this week.
The Eagles secondary
is so bad.
The Eagles secondary is the worst secondary almost in the National Football League.
Well, once they let Darius Slayton beat me in the playoffs, then I'm never gonna fucking. And he had no catches the second half.
They're very inconsistent. So if you're looking to start a Cowboys wide receiver, definitely start Cooper. He's gonna be Dak's #1 receiver this week. Jets or Broncos?
The Broncos are my number 2 defense against Blau. Ever since Blau's big first quarter on Thanksgiving, he's done nothing since. I think the Broncos at home should pressure him all day, so I'd definitely go the Broncos defense over the Jets defense.
The Jets defense, I think Duck Hodges
and Jamal Adams is questionable for the Jets defense, so they might not even
and they still have James Conner, so I feel like they're gonna run the ball a lot more.
Jets run defense has been solid this year, though, but I still like the Broncos defense over the Jets defense. Because I think Blau should be good for a couple turnovers, and a couple sacks, probably.
Yeah, Duck Hodges is more of a game manager, so he knows basically how to run the game.
Yeah, we got you, Marcus. You're welcome.
No matter how much life pushes us around.
Oh, come on, get this first. Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah.
First! Let's go, baby!
Who were some of your biggest studs this season?
Oh, Jesus, I can go on for this.
I think David Montgomery was definitely my biggest stud this year.
My biggest bust. I mean, one I could say was kind of expected, but was, because of hype, Le'Veon Bell.
I was not big on Bell this year.
A lot of people weren't big on Bell, but obviously...
I mean, he's still running back 14, so he hasn't been, that bad.
But it's just...
for where he is drafted,
he's getting, carries of, 2 yards every, one rush.
The offensive line is so bad.
Yeah, the Jets' all line is so bad. So I would say him. For wide receiver, I would say pretty much just anyone maybe Steelers or Browns, maybe.
Beckham was definitely the biggest wide receiver bust this year.
Pretty much most of the Browns, because they've just had.
I mean, Chubb's been pretty good. Chubb hasn't been that bad, but
Yeah.
Well, Landry's been picking it up lately, but obviously Mayfield and
I mean, you had the hype around OBJ, Landry, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Baker Mayfield, and they're not really producing that much, scratching out wins. Jarvis Landry saying, "Come get me." OBJ saying, "Come get me." Like, I gotta say, like that's not really looking good for if you're the Browns, or if you have any of them in your fantasy teams.
Yeah,
For
it's
breakout-
definitely a tough week for Hopkins owners in the championship and Watson owners. But if you face them, then
Good for you.
um,
Like I said earlier, it's just a sloppy game.
yeah.
Sloppy offense. Sloppy from everywhere in the field. So
Or you can say about breakout player.
I would say John Brown.
Yeah.
I picked him up off the waiver wire like before week 1 started because I kind of knew he was going to be the number 1 wide receiver, and he's proving it. He's having a 1,000-yard season this year. Great in the slot, great downfield threat as well. So if you picked up John Brown, good for you. Like me, he's basically saved my fantasy football
Getting sacked
life
up.
this year. I mean, that one game where he got, well, like, I forgot what game it was, where Brown got like 100+ yards and 137 yards and 2 TDs against Miami. Like, that was a crazy game. It still gets you some good yards against like good defense too, like the Pittsburgh defense in Pittsburgh. Like, so it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 24, and it looks like they're going to take a timeout here to gather their thoughts and say a prayer. 11:52 left in the quarter, second quarter. Yes, they got a touchdown. Let's go. I got money on you, baby.
SMU.
I really don't have any money on them. I just would like to see not another loss for my bracket. Well, not bracket, my Bowl Mania.
Should have just bought the box. Imagination. What we deliver. By delivering.
We saw Julian Edelman and now Tom Brady. They won't really break it. Brady's up to this.
Burgess does not have any completion. Only 83 yards, so it's a bunch of short passes, obviously.
Well, the mostly check down passes, but that one pass to Julian Edelman across.
Yeah, that's the one big.
That was the one big play. Get them out of their own end zone. I mean, they're still leading the Bills in total yards and possession in this game. Just because it's the Bills. No disrespect to the Bills. Tom Brady with the snap, rushing, and was that complete?
Went from an interception
How did Sanu
to
catch that? Tom Brady was going out to his right, scrambling off the pressure. It looked like they really stacked the box on this one.
Went through the Bills.
Went outside the Bills' pass rush. Went through. Is that Micah Hyde? Almost intercepted.
Into Sanu's hands.
Right into Sanu's hands for a first down. So now Tom Brady is 10 for 10 with 94 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 at their own 34. Still scrambling and just going to throw it away. And that...
Was that Grant? Was he in there?
I think he was in the tackle box.
There's no...
Are they going to call
I
it?
think there's a grounding. Wow.
They're saying Burkhead was in the area? I don't know about that one.
Y'all have Brady the best quarterback ever? What do you think?
Like, in terms of, like, rings, yeah. But I still believe that there are better quarterbacks that have retired that are, like, you have Troy Aikman, Joe Montana.
I think one more Super Bowl for Brady could cement.
Yeah, if he gets one more, I'm definitely going with Brady as the best quarterback ever.
Especially given all that's gone against him this year with all the doubt. But It's
But-
definitely a tough question.
I know it's a very tough question because you could say there are plenty of quarterbacks that have had great careers, like Peyton Manning, and
But don't have the ring.
but we don't have the ring. But that's the thing. Like if you're talking about rings, Tom Brady's definitely in that conversation. I mean, you also have the dynasties with the Pittsburgh dynasty with Bradshaw. You have Troy Aikman. You have Montana and Rice. Like 3rd and 2 here. Their own 43,
James White. It's the first
and
one.
they get the first down.
But I'm not gonna lie, like, whenever I get asked, like, do you think Michael Jordan's the best basketball player of all time, I always, like, hesitate to answer because I never got to, like, see these guys play, obviously. So, like, that's why I always hesitate to answer. 'Cause, like, obviously, there's, like, you can go back and watch games, but it's not the same as watching it, like, back
Live,
then.
yeah.
It's like watching it. So, like, that's why I always hesitate whenever I get asked, like, who's the GOAT of a sport. Like,
You can also check the stats as well, and like
yeah,
checking
but I
the
feel like stats is more. It's more than just the stats sometimes.
Oh, doing a trick play here. Flip to N'Keal Harry, and he has a seam, and he broke through, and he's
Oh.
gonna get flipped, and he's gonna go to the Bills 36 or 35-yard line for a first down for the Patriots. And Tom Brady's smiling, having a good time. Probably got a block out there or something. Oh, look at him! Oh my God, he got a block! He got a block! Oh my! Look at this! Look at that man! Rumbling, stumbling.
Also, Davius White, I think, he blocked.
So now 1st and 10. They're at the Patriots 36. No, Bills 36, I'd say. And Michelle went absolutely nowhere. Yeah, that's gonna help.
You want to be on the stream?
They just absolutely swarmed Sony Michelle there. 2nd and 14 for the Patriots and Bills 40. Motion. Brady pass to N'Keal Harry again. Breaks the tackle. Gets a good gain of 12. Making it 3rd and 2 for New England. 28. N'Keal Harry is also a wide receiver that I completely forgot about because he was on IR, but he's really kind of breaking into his own right now.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about DK Metcalf and how well he's doing, but that's because he's been there the whole year. But everyone forgot about N'Keal Harry and this sneaky first-round pick for the Patriots. It's kind of a we'll see thing. So it's 3rd and 2. Handoff to Sony Michelle and
James White.
James White, and he gets absolutely nowhere. And it's going to force a 4th and 2. And are they going to bring on the 4th and 1? They got a yard. And looks like they may leave the offense on the field here. It looks like the offense. Oh, we have an injury timeout for one of the offensive linemen. Oh, it's Marcus Cannon. Oh, that's a big loss for them. I gotta say, the Patriots are doing a really good job of running down the clock. And oh my God, they scored again. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did they score again?
Yeah, New England's definitely controlled this first half so far.
15-yard rushing touchdown. Oh,
Determination to capture American dream.
Thank you, Caleb, for subscribing.
There's supposed to be stories that let you know these people are special. But you know what's really special?
You beating the Bucks.
There were no more humble beginnings.
We stuffed the garlic knot, then stuffed it on our delicious hand-tossed pizza. The stuffed garlic knot pizza from Pizza Hut. Order the mighty large pizza like 16 cheese-filled knots. You can't have football.
Oh, Caleb. Flex, Sutton or Ingram? I like them both a lot this week. I think I lean towards Ingram just because I think the Ravens will control the game a lot, and Ingram's taking advantage of just how Jackson defense is focusing on Jackson. They just found holes open for Ingram. I like Sutton's matchup a lot because the line secondary is so bad. I like Drew Lock as a sneaky DFS play this week. So I think Sutton plus some more upside. Ingram's a little safer. Kind of depends on what you need more, but I lean towards Ingram.
I lean toward Ingram as well. Sutton, who are the Broncos facing again?
The Lions.
That's right. I mean, it's a favorable match, but I mean Ingram.
I think Ingram's a little safer.
Yeah, I would say Ingram's a lot safer bet than Sutton, who is a boomer bust pretty much. With Drew Lock kind of still coming in, finding out his rhythm and stuff. So I was sticking with Ingram.
Y'all play fantasy basketball or just football? We used to do basketball every year, but now
I actually do fantasy basketball as well.
Oh, you do basketball?
Yeah, I do this with my friends from high school, my other friends from high school, and my team's actually not that bad. We're kind of struggling it out, but we're not that bad. 4th and 1 for the Patriots, and they're gonna go for it. And
I don't think he got it.
I don't know. I don't think he got it.
Maybe he's reaching over.
Depends on where the spot is.
That's really close.
Did it get to the 25? It looks like the Patriots do have the first down here.
I think they'll measure it though.
So they're never going to measure it.
I don't know. I think he might just reach over after he's down. I don't know if he got it.
It's very close.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His knee comes down, obviously, but you can't see the ball. And they're going to call it a first down barely.
If they review it, I don't think they can tell where the spot. I don't think
you can't review that. It's too close. It's really not worth the challenge. It's such a high. Where's the knee? You can't even see.
You can't see where the ball is.
You cannot see where the ball is. It's not even worth the challenge.
Yeah. Okay, first down at the Bills 31.
No, that's at the Bills 26.
26.
Hand off to Burkhead, and he bursts up the middle for a good 7-yard gain. We're late flagging on the play here. And from the sense of it, it may be going on the Bills. Oh,
10 yard. Yeah. So it'll be like first and 12 or first and 13.
Yeah, it's on Brandon Bolden right there. Because it was a late.
But it's from the spot of the foul, so I think
that'll be first and 13.
Yeah.
It's a good call by McDermott not to challenge that play. It's first and 14 here at the 30-yard line of the Bills. Empty backfield for Brady. Pass incomplete to Edelman.
Well, they're the.
What do you think on that play? Yeah, I mean, I think he's short. You're going to see Michelle's knee hit, and then he's going to fall forward.
I think he was short, but it's not whether or not they can overturn
I
it.
think that is what Coach McDermott was struggling with. I can't see the ball. They're going to change it. Do I waste this challenge early in the game?
So, Allen has 0 points. Singletary has 3.1 or 3.3. John Brown has nothing.
2nd and 14, another empty backfield for Brady. And he just throws that away. Pressure in his face.
3rd and 14. So it's like a 48-yard field goal from here.
Yeah, about that. There's not that much wind.
Issues we talked about throughout the whole broadcast. Issues of continuity and trust. Hey, if it's not there,
Well, the England's had their kicking issues this year after losing Goskowski.
Oh, they've gone through, I think, 4 or 5 kickers. They've gone through.
Yeah.
Forbath. They had Folk. They had Nugent. They had plenty of kickers after this. The loss of Goskowski really is impacting them right now. So 3rd and 14 for the Patriots. Pass complete to Julian Edelman, but it's going to be short of the first
About
down.
2
of the
yards
game.
short.
So another 4th and 2 or 4th and
You assume they'll go for a field goal
close.
here.
And they're at around the 18-yard line. So I would imagine they're going to go for the chip shot field goal. I
Make
say
it a
chip
7.
shot to make it a touchdown game here.
8.2 points for Edelman so far. Not that bad.
And the kicking team is on the field. 36-yard attempt here for Nick Folk. Called up from the Gostowski injury. Holding kick is up, and it is through the uprights. And the
10-3.
Patriots have a 10-3 lead at home over the Bills. 5:04 left in the first half. Patriots up 10-3 at home.
There's just something different with Disney movie.
So the Bills offense very struggling right now after going up 3-0 off of a fumble recovery. Patriots allowed 10 unanswered points.
So Sonny Michel has 3.7 fantasy points. Edelman has 8.2. Harry has 4.1, 5.1, like 5.9. And then Brady has like 8 points.
And so is this, and this, and this. They may look the same.
28, 14.
How did they score
at halftime?
No, it's not. SMU has the ball. Oh god, they have a fucking helmet. Excuse my French.
Well, they're in range, so they can reach that zone.
Long throw. And they're not. Oh, across the body, and that is that almost hit one of the band members. Yep, that pretty much sums up how the first half of SMU is going.
Think the Vikings have any chance of making the Super Bowl this year? If Dalvin Cook's fully healthy come playoff, I do think they can be a scary team.
Who, the Vikings?
Yeah, the Vikings, just their defense and offense. Cousins hasn't been that bad. I mean, I don't think they're gonna make it, but I think they can cause some damage in the playoffs. I think.
I actually am not agreeing with you. I don't think they're going to do anything in the playoffs just because of how stacked the NFL. I mean, if they have a favorable matchup like
Will they play in the first round? Well, I'm not saying they're going to win. I'm saying in the first round they can, make it close. They can keep it.
I mean, they can, but they got to. Assuming right now the playoffs started, they'd have to play the Packers.
I think that could be a close.
No,
game.
actually, no. Wait, no, my bad. They played the Saints in the Superdome.
Because of Packers, so the Saints were the preseason.
Yes, for some reason, the top six.
Yeah, because it's a three-way tiebreaker for first.
Yeah, the tiebreaker is in the Seahawks' favor.
Yeah,
and then it goes Seahawks, Packers.
Okay.
So it would be the Saints, Vikings in the Superdome, and then you have Cowboys, Niners in Jerry World. And I just don't think the way it's structured, and plus Kirk Cousins,
he's been pretty good this year. He hasn't been that bad this year.
He's been okay.
I don't know exactly what his numbers are, but I know he's been.
He's been okay.
Yeah.
I just don't really see him as someone who has the potential to win a Super Bowl because he got paid like that. He got paid like that, but I just don't see it. I never did see it.
Do you think they can keep it within 1 possession against the Saints? Like keep it like close?
It'll be back. I think the Saints will kind of run away with it at the end.
It'll be close also.
But it's going to be close for around the first half, maybe into the third quarter, if that happens. But if it's the Packers, then it's a completely different story.
Let's see if the Bills can get any momentum going into halftime. Who got the ball first?
The Bills get the ball because they
that's right. So if they can get a touchdown here and get the ball for the second half.
They need something here. So first down, run to Devin Singletary, and he gets absolutely stuffed for a gain of a yard.
The NFC have a dominant team every 2 to 3 years. Yeah, this year it's a lot even. I think it's super even with the NFC.
I actually would say it's a lot even. Actually, I would almost say it's kind of leaning toward the AFC. But after this Texans debacle, I would definitely say it's kind of leaning to the NFC. The NFC always has a bunch of good, great, well-rounded teams. Like you have the Seahawks, you have the Saints who are now resurged themselves. The Packers always been good. This year, the Niners are now that new team. The Eagles and Cowboys, well, they're kind of having bad years. But the Vikings still. And then in the AFC, I mean, the Ravens are kind of like the team this year that is surprising everyone. But, I mean, you still got the Patriots. You still got the Chiefs who are still good. And the Bills who are putting up somewhat of a good fight. Against the Patriots. The Texans did not look that good, and the Steelers, with who they got, they're doing amazing with who they got. So, definitely the NFC has always been more historically, quote-unquote, more talented, but
the Patriots always come out on top.
Somehow, exactly, the Patriots always come out on top. 3rd and 6 here for Allen, and it is incomplete. Deflected by Jackson.
J.C. Jackson deflects it.
So
another
it's 4th,
3 and out.
So it's 4th and 6 for the Bills, and after a nice opening drive, their offense pretty much been stalled.
How many total yards do they even have?
They're not that much, I believe.
And they have 46 total yards to the Patriots 193.
Not even half a field. They don't even have more than half of a field worth of yards. So that pretty much tells us how.
They're only down 7 up to their defense, so they're still in it.
Picked almost block again, and that's gonna turn, and that's gonna take a Bills bounce to the around 19-yard line of the Patriots.
14.
Is it the 14? Oh,
yeah,
that's the 14. So 3:21 left. The Patriots have the ball back. Patriots have the ball back at their own 15 or 14.
Try this, boss. It's Amazon Fire TV with Alexa voice control. It's easy. Alexa, turn on the TV.
Alexa, play Shred on Hulu.
I believe that it's defective because
You're supposed to go till halftime unless another conversation comes up. But
You can make resolutions to improve your style. Treat yourself better.
Anyone interested in college basketball? Florida State beat South Florida by 6. Memphis, Tennessee, Texas Tech, and West Virginia all won, but would beat Purdue by 9. And right now, Gonzaga is leading by 18, and the Ohio State-Kentucky game is delayed right now. We don't know why.
So you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade. We stuffed the garlic knot, then stuffed it on our delicious hand-tossed pizza. The stuffed garlic knot pizza from Pizza Hut.
Oh my God.
Like
San Diego State's whooping ass. They're 42-11, and they're about to score again. They're at the Central Michigan 8-yard line.
Luckily, I'm a doctor, an expert in sexual health, and Zach's dad.
Not everyone has a doctor in the house, and some health conditions can be really tough to talk about. We started Roman to change that.
Now you can go online and chat with a physician. And if treatment is right for you, we'll ship genuine medication right to your door. If you're experiencing ED, hair loss, cold sores, or other issues, let's take care of them.
Right by the Niners. I do remember the 24. You remember the 2014, 2015 years with the Niners and Seahawks? Yeah, that was kind of the fall off for the Niners. Obviously, Colin Kaepernick, everyone. He wasn't really the same after that. It kind of fell off.
Fell off out of the league.
Yeah, but now the Niners are back because of Jimmy G.
Also the defense more so.
But the defense is. I mean, Nick Bosa is an animal on the defense. So
Richard Sherman's back now. He's like one of the best cornerbacks in the league this year. So.
It's funny how it's on a new team too. Division rival.
Yeah.
Could have gone to the Lions, but no, it went to the division rival. But that's just me. I'm a Seahawks fan, so.
Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, Mike Glover goes one-on-one.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Cowboys prepare for their huge NFC showdown against the
They have
Eagles.
Bowman there?
Who? Navarro Bowman? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure Michael Luke should be very patient with you guys tomorrow.
And Navarro Bowman. Who else do they have?
For NFL Game Day morning here on NFL Network.
Yes. Let's go.
Still
Back at 500.
Nice tackle. 3rd and 3. So they still have all 3 timeouts left. They can get the ball back. They just stop here.
If the Bills can finally figure out what's going on with their offense, they can make something happen because they get the ball back in the second half.
Yeah. Even if they get a field and make it 10-6 going to halftime, it'll still be something.
Right now, they're probably going to have the 2-minute warning. Well, the 2-minute warning is about to happen. But they'll have all 3 timeouts.
So they got to stop here
They just
first.
need to stop. And looks like they're going to... Somebody's going to hike it right before.
No,
Oh, just trying to get someone offsides.
Okay, 2-minute warning. 3rd and 3 from New England at their own 21.
Very close to trying to get them offsides.
What you see out there? Nothing that would make sense. Except a bunch of people killing each other to control something they didn't
Going
even
on with the game
understand.
wrong. One's at halftime and there's a FBC Mortgage Cure Bowl. I don't watch that. It's a Cure Bowl. Wait, it's that one. If you don't watch the Cure Bowl,
Delays. Some ceremony or something? Oh, Washington State, incarnate world.
I got one of my students running that game tonight.
Oh, yeah, you're the editor now, right?
Yeah, one of my reporters is going to be watching that game.
Armando, you're able to break a 4-game losing streak.
What sport are you doing next semester? Or are you not doing great?
I'm not doing one. I'm the boss.
Sure.
Is it just you or their assistant?
Who's an assistant?
You're the main person. You're the main editor.
Yeah.
Divisional drama, playoff definition. Who's in, who's out, and
You're
who's
still gonna do your opinion stuff about the top 25.
Look out you now. Monday, 70s.
Somebody else doing that, or is it?
It's up to them if they want to do
Nationwide
it.
presents this Man of the Year moment. Every year, the National Football League recognizes the great things players do away from the game with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide. The honor is given to salute and encourage players who make a significant impact both on and off the field. Nationwide, born
Oh,
and
David
committed to
Johnson. I remember when that guy was
proud to
elite.
sponsor the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
Oh, that's another disappointment right there.
Yeah.
That's I think that's one of the biggest ones.
State Farm agents. Go for State Farm.
Hope the Cardinals trade him this offseason, but his contract is so bad, I don't know if they'll be able to.
That's one of those with that. What does it mean?
I mean, where would he go? I mean,
Like Tampa Bay with Bruce Arians, would be a
That's a
possibility.
good interpretation.
yeah, they need a running back over
Yeah.
The good folks of New England enjoying this 32-degree night. Oh, Santa helping out on audio. Very nice coming up, and he lets us have Dr. Colleen Wall back in the studio with Steve Smith and Willie McGinnis.
4 yards this
there. Oh my lord! Yeah, see, the Bills' offense has completely stalled. So 3rd and 3 for the Patriots at their own 21. Pumps new in motion. Snap to Brady. And the pass incomplete to N'Keal Harry. But there's definitely a flag, and it looks like it's going to be going on the defense for pass interference. Automatic first down. That looked like offense. That looked like defensive pass interference, excuse me. On, I think that's Micah Hyde.
Pass interference. Defense, number 27.
Oh, Davies White, excuse me. He was in coverage right there. Yeah, hands are all over N'Keal Harry there.
Sometimes you just wish you allowed them to play the game a little bit, but wrapping the arms a little bit around the waist.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25 or 26.
It's a 31.
31. Oh, 10
yeah,
yards.
it's not a foul. So 1st and 10 at the fake handoff, screen pass down into the turf, incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
152 remaining.
I don't know how the Bills are still in this game when they only have 4 yards, almost as many points as they have in the game.
Defense has been carrying them all
defense
season.
has yeah, exactly. Their offense is looking very, very stagnant. McDermott's going to have a lot of talk and adjustments
Something
at
need to change,
halftime.
yeah.
Because they do get the ball to start the second half. 2nd and 10 at 31 of the Patriots. Fake handoff to James White. Incomplete pass to Sanu outside. Almost could have been one hand caught that, which makes it 3rd and 10.
3rd down. 149 left. This is a big play for the Bills defense to get off the field here.
So Marcus Cannon, for all of you who want to update, he is questionable return with an ankle injury. He's the starting tackle for the New England Patriots.
It's for Patriots.
Hey. It's 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. Snap gets off right in time. Scrambling to his left. Pass right. Complete to James White, but it's going to be short of the first. The Bills are going to use their first timeout here.
They'll get the ball back with about a minute 35 left, maybe 2 timeouts.
This time they do drop down and put your double teams in there. Hey, we're not going to let them beat us.
I think that might have been James White's first catch all game.
Guillaume was double covered right there. It was just good coverage by the Bills.
Yeah, that was James White's first catch all game.
So now it is 4th down. Punt team is on the field.
A lot of cap room, 5th or 6th, depending on which set of numbers you look at going into next season. Full slate of draft picks, a couple of later extra draft picks as well. And a good team. Andre Roberts, all-pro return man.
Andre Roberts on the return here to be able to punt. And that is almost blocked, but that's a skyrocket. Fair catch at the 23-yard line here. So you got a minute 41 left. Bills are at their own 24.
I was thinking of the old, back the old fantasy players, 6 years ago, like Eric Decker and Brian Hartline.
Oh, yes. Remember Peyton Hillis?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
You know, they're trying to think of all those players from 6 years ago.
I'm rewatching The League on Hulu, and I'm seeing all these guys talking about Greg Jennings, and I'm like, Greg Jennings, what a name. Marshawn in his prime.
Yeah.
Who else did they get out? Brian Hartline,
20,
Boobie Dixon.
Also, they have Arian Foster.
Oh, yeah. Jamal Charles.
Back when Peyton Manning was the first-round pick. No Sean Moreno.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Gordon.
Calvin Johnson. Jimmy Graham, back when he was New Orleans. Brandon Marshall with Chicago.
Julius Thomas.
DeMarco Murray. Eric Decker's there. Vernon Davis. Andre Johnson. Jordy Nelson. Ryan Matthews.
Joik Bell.
Joik Bell. Oh my God. Jordan Cameron. Anquan Bolden. Zach Stacy. Oh my. All these names. Remember picking Brian Hartline off the waiver wire like a few times.
Toyota Bonazon, come in today.
Most on this list.
Danny Woodhead.
Riley Cooper. Wes Welker.
Michael Floyd. Pierre Thomas.
D'Angelo Williams. Tony Romo.
Colby Fleener.
Victor Cruz. Andre Ellington. Who else is there?
Rashard
Mendenhall.
Jericho Cotchery.
Oh my Lord. Kendall Wright. Stephen Ridley. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. Steven Jackson.
Eddie Royal.
Rod Streeter. Nate Washington.
Good old Trenton.
Patriots game back. First pass incomplete to Cole Beasley.
Jake Locker.
Oh my Lord. Go Huskies, huh? Go Huskies. Ruben Randall.
Bobby Rainey.
Mike Tolbert. Dwayne Bowe.
Shane Vereen on the page.
Jaquiz Rogers. Brandon Whedon. Oh, he was surprised by that snap. It was a little premature snap there.
Monty Ball.
Oh my Lord. Second down.
Allen played 19 passing yards all game.
Second down,
Not
10.
even one fantasy point.
At the 23. Allen is choked down. He never let go of the ball, but they're stopping progress. Well, not really progress because he went backwards for 6. So it was a sack and loss of about 6 yards. Makes it 3rd and long for the Bills, and the pressure was brought by Hightower and Kyle Van Noy. So 3rd and 18, 8-yard loss, excuse me. 3rd and 18 here.
You just call a timeout, looks like. Yeah. Wow, this is a bad half for the Bills' offense.
Yeah, fix what's going on with their offense. It's like last game.
They have 38 38 total yards so far.
It's literally just like the last game. And New England has 20 minutes of offense with time of possession in the first half. That's 66% of the time in the first half. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And a false start.
Now you're just beating yourself in the foot right there. That was in Singletary. Now you're just kicking yourself in the pants. It's already 3rd and long, but Singletary on the edge, flinched. Now it's 3rd and 23 from their own 10, and they're just going to run the ball. Good idea. Good gain of about 11. Makes it 4th down. Belichick's going to take his final timeout here. So now the Patriots,
like a minute 10 left.
The Patriots now get the ball with 10 seconds, with a minute 16 left. The Bills' offense looks so stagnant and so bad right now. They really need to fix what's going on with the offensive line, because it seems that they're getting pressure to Josh Allen a lot. It's forcing him to make bad throws. But anyways, the Patriots do get the ball back with a minute 16 left.
The UCLA UNC game.
What?
They won the UCLA UNC.
UNC.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So 4th and 11 for the Bills. It's going to be, what, their 3rd or 4th punt of the game here.
You know how good the Patriots have been at blocking punts this year. Bills know how good they've been. They got one in the first game that was returned for a touchdown. So it looks like they're settling out.
So it looks like the Patriots are really trying to block this, and
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but Patriots jumped off sides, so it'll be 4th and 7 or 4th and 6, excuse me. So moving 5 yards.
Oh, they call it.
Really? Really? Interesting. So they called a false start. So now, instead of going 5 yards in the right direction, they're going in the wrong direction, making it 4th and 16. Punting from about their own end zone. Patriots are trying to bring the pressure. Sanu is back to receive, but they're still bringing the pressure. Almost blocked again, but barely gets it off. Sanu gets it at the 40. Makes about a 9-yard return to the 49. So you have 1:08 to go. You have Tom Brady coming back onto the field with, I think, no timeouts, but he barely got that off in time. That would have been disastrous. I got to give that punter credit.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would have just taken the sack. Honestly, I would have just got the ball and just let my fate come to me. So 1st and 10 at the 50 for the Patriots here.
James White in the backfield.
Tom Brady in shotgun formation. Pass complete to James White. Open field tackle. To keep him inbounds.
They have no timeouts left, so.
By I think it's that Trey. No, it's not. It's one of the Edmund twins. Triplets, excuse me. It's one of the Edmund triplets. I don't know who it is. So
2nd and 5.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. Clock is ticking.
45 and
Brady
counting.
in shotgun again.
Oh.
And are they going to get to him? No, they didn't. They didn't get him. But
Brady just throws it away.
Incompletion. Good call. 40 seconds left. 3rd and 5 here. There's pressure. I think that was by Oliver, but right on cue. Pressure was quarterback. That was not Oliver. Excuse me. So it's 3rd and 5. Coverage on the James White pass incompletion was by one of the Edmund triplets. I forgot the name. So it's 3rd and 5 at the 45. Brady in the shotgun formation again. To the right of him is James White. To the left of him is James White. And pass is complete to Sanu.
Right.
And they're going to swat him a yard short of the 1st down marker. And he was tackled out of bounds, so the clock is not going to continue to roll off. Making a 4th and 1. And they're at the around 41. But since you can't really challenge in the last 2 minutes, and he didn't really move it forward until he got out of bounds, so that's just a mistake by Sanu. Actually, he did get a little bit.
A little short.
So I think he's still going to call it a little short. Or are they just reviewing this? Oh, it's a booth review.
Look at this. Review coming up here.
Why is the clock ticking?
They'll take him off. They start half hour. I think the delay because the other game went far. Yeah, that's why.
Data services from Meta and simplify management and accelerate digital transformation.
Hey, good thing for the Pac-12 those Utah beat this Kentucky team.
Yeah, that's a big
So
one.
go Pac-12! Yay! We're finally getting respect.
Yeah, Josh Allen has 0 fantasy points at half. That's not good.
I can't go anywhere. When you're so busy watching details,
Singletary
you don't
has
see the one in front of you.
4.6. It's not good either.
Your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate. I'd be better protected from it.
Yeah, the Bills' offense is pretty much sucking ass right now.
I mean, I give credit to the Patriots defense too, though.
Yeah, it's because of the Patriots
Yeah,
defense
yeah.
that the Bills are sucking so bad.
We're going to be expediting this order.
It could be a missing dipping sauce. It could be a wrong topping. It arrives cold.
With Domino's, we delivery insurance. If your delivery isn't what you expected, make a claim, and we'll make it right.
Oh, we got
I
a
noticed you
pizza
had an
later.
issue with your last delivery.
You make up for it.
The usual thing. Look at the guy.
Oh yes,
Get
my
two
man.
top pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
And put our delivery insurance to the test. The moment the latest technology arrives, James has to have it. Like that 4K TV and his new smartphone every year. With the savings of Hyundai Holidays, it's finally their turn.
Always think it's a halftime.
Save big on the hottest technology for your whole family. Hyundai Holidays. The longer you love it, the more there is to like.
Get a Santa Fe for 0% APR for 72 months, plus $500 of cash and no payments for 90 days, only during Hyundai holidays.
Here come the playoffs. 12 teams, down to 1. We're all over. One network, all postseason.
Okay, a couple of things. They marked just short of the lines against 4th and inches. Deep Blandino.
So after the review, they marked it short. So there's 46. So it's at the 41 with 36 seconds left on the clock. It was very close. So it's about 4th and half a yard. They're going for it. At the 41 of the Bills. N'Keal Harry in motion. And he gets tackled and he is short. And that's going to be a turnover for the Bills. What a big break for the Bills right there. Good open field tackle right there. So the Bills have the ball with 33 seconds left. Good tackle by Johnson in the open field. So now the Bills, with about 33 seconds left, 2 of their 3 timeouts remaining.
Let's get a field goal here and get some momentum going to halftime.
The Bills really need some momentum. This is really the spark that they really needed to get back in this game here. So 33 seconds at their own 41. 1st and 10. Josh Allen looking over the middle and almost intercepted, but incomplete. Ricocheted off of Jackson. So that was a pretty dangerous throw there by Allen. But luckily enough for him, it was incomplete. That was 4 Patriots around that ball. Very risky. I don't know what he was thinking. It was intended for John Brown, but it looked like it was a little behind him. So it's 2nd and 10 at their own 41. 28 seconds left in the first half. Still at their own 41. Josh Allen's going to do a run. QB sneak.
It's better play than they've gotten all game.
And that's one of the biggest plays they've had all game for a first down. Gain of 13 yards.
It's like the Patriots like 40. So they're almost in field goal range now.
They still have a timeout left.
So that's when you look back at the first half, and Buffalo hasn't even been on the field. They haven't had a chance to really do anything. But it is that one possession game, so you're feeling really good about yourself. You can get points here, also knowing you're getting the ball out of the half. You're pulling the Patriots, right? Trying to pick them up to double up, right? Get points at the end
Oh,
of the half.
Kurt, shut up, Kurt Warner.
Points on the board. So you got to feel really good about yourself to go in after getting 3 points here with the way you've been dominating in this first half.
There's a playoff feel to this game. I think it's too early for some Patriots team.
So Hauschka is warming up in the net for what could be a long field goal, depending on if the Bills get any more yards. 20 seconds, 1st and 10 at the Patriot 44. From the 43, excuse me. Shotgun pass complete to Cole Beasley for about an 8-yard gain. only took 4 seconds off the clock. Great management right there. Still have a timeout. 9-yard gain, excuse me. So now they have a more reasonable field goal attempt at the 34-yard line.
Josh Allen's first fantasy point on that play. Yay. Right before the half.
So now 2nd and 1 from the 34-yard line. Josh Allen steps back, looking downfield. Heavy. And oh my God, did he catch that? Touchdown!
Dawson Knox. Oh my God.
What a catch by Dawson Knox.
What a throw, too. Perfect. 8 seconds left in the half, and the Bills tie it up.
That is the momentum we're talking about right there. What a throw by Josh Allen. Over the top, right over Chung. Perfectly caught, but I don't know. He may be down at the 1. It looks pretty. I thought he was down at the 1.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But anyways, it's still set up because they still have a timeout, so it's really a timeout.
Yeah, but the problem is, I guess there's still 8 seconds late.
Yeah, there's still 8 seconds.
A quick throw, I guess. Yeah, he's down at the 1.
Yeah, he's down at the 1. So negate the touchdown, but the Bills have it at the Patriot 1-yard line, making a 1st and goal with around 8 seconds left.
Yeah, through YouTube, through the streams, we're watching it live, but through the live stream, there's a 7-second delay, so that's why. We're watching the game live, but there's always a delay on the stream, so that's why it was delayed for when you guys saw us reacting to it.
Yeah, that's how streams work. There's always a delay.
There's always a 5 to 10 second delay for wherever you're streaming, basically.
What a catch though by Dawson Knox.
It's gonna change the score, but I guess probably not. It's not.
Yeah, you don't really know. It's looking like it's gonna get overturned. Not overturned, but the score is going to be negated, so it's going to be probably 1st and goal at the 1. And I would assume that they would take a timeout and just try to force it in. Or a quick pass.
I was going to say, because a run, you risk it. You nothing else that the clock's going to run out.
But, I mean, the thing is, you're inside the 1, and Josh Allen can move his legs. I would just do a QB sneak with him, go under center, and just power your way in there. So they do have a timeout. But
well, if they use that here, though.
So they did rule him short.
When we change an aspect of a play, there would be a 10-second runoff. Buffalo has elected to take their third.
Wow, so they didn't have a timeout. The clock was at 0.
Reset the game clock to 10 seconds, please.
So wow, okay, I did not know that. So because the call was reversed, there would be a 10-second runoff. But since the Bills, smart, had their last timeout, they used it.
Have it, the clock of the run.
But yeah, if they didn't have it, they would have just gone into the half. So it's 1st and goal at the 1, 10 seconds left, no timeouts for either team. I would assume now I would go with a quick pass for Josh Allen here, because they are literally almost inside the 1. But he looks like he's setting up in I formation. Oh, and now he's going to shotgun, so he is doing the quick pass, I would assume. Quick pass, and almost intercepted.
6 seconds.
Dangerous
I feel like
throw
if you go for the field goal
Knox.
here, 6 seconds left. You could take a chance on another quick pass.
I would not take another chance
that's
at throwing the ball if they're going to be really playing press heavy coverage, because that almost was intercepted. Whoever was crossing that. So 2nd and goal, and they're keeping the offense on the field, and they are in I, and there's another fake cross. And incomplete.
Is that an offensive line?
Oh my lord! It was an eligible tackle for the touchdown
1 second left.
with 1 second remaining in the half.
The clock of the run.
If he didn't catch that game would have the half would have been over.
Who was the last good Bills tight end? Yeah, probably Charles Clay. The last relevant. He was
last
good.
yeah.
Yeah, he bobbled a little bit.
Yeah, what a call by Sean McDermott. No, he secured that the whole way. So now the Bills have a chance to tie it right here, and they do. So going into the half, Bills tie the game up at 10, and the Bills get the second half. Bills get the first possession in the second half because they like to just defer.
Move off to his right hand side and quickly get back there, not taking any chances. And we even got a little dance by the big guy. He was ready for this. Been working on that all week.
And Belichick is visibly upset.
Not the first touchdown catch for Dolphins. He got a touchdown week 10 last year for the Bills. But Sean McDermott's team with a terrific response there. Again, you're thinking the Patriots are going to add the field goal. And instead, all the things that happened along the way, good execution.
Okay, I think we're going to call it here. Thank you, T, and everybody else who was tuned in. Just let me know if you guys want us to do more of these in the future. We're both in town for another few weeks before we both head off to college, but maybe we'll do another one like week 17 or something like that if you guys are interested. But just let us know. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.